This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for USVI News. I'm Emily Matson. The official launch of T-Mobile USVI has kicked off in the territory. The T-Mobile team was on hand at their store in the Lockhart Mall on St. Thomas, helping customers, sharing future plans, and they also popped lots of magenta confetti. Our USVI News' Ali Bourne-Vanek was there.
I'm here with Wency, who is a senior director with T-Mobile. Wency, how exciting is today?
It is, right? We're very excited to finally arrive at the Virgin Islands. We're going to be splashing magenta all over. One, two, three.
And speaking of splashing magenta, there was a lot of confetti just recently. That was really fun.
I think I have some still now.
Yeah. I had some in my hair, which was fun for me as well. You were sharing about T-Mobile's help with the community and different things that you all have planned. I wanted to know if you could share a little more about that.
Oh yeah, we're very bold with community commitment. Actually, we want to build healthier, stronger, more equitable communities. We want to empower our teams to make a change, to get involved in activities and making a change. And we will leverage our technology to make sure that different segments and communities in the Virgin Islands get advantage of that. We have done that in the past. In times of emergency, in times of storms, we mobilize. T-Mobile mobilize to different communities. We help them with everything we can, including sports, especially in times of storms, hurricanes, and crises. We love to do that. So get ready to fasten your seatbelt because you're going to see that.
Absolutely. And thank you so much to you and the team. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Actually, yes. I just want to let know the St. Thomas and the Virgin Island community that finally you're going to be able to communicate nationally. We are the only carrier in the Virgin Islands that will give you service in 210 cities across the world and the United States. And this is in your benefit. We have the best plan so you can stream Netflix on us.
We all watch Netflix.
We all watch Netflix on us, and actually 40 gigabytes of a mobile hotspot in your phone, so you can connect your iPad, you can connect your laptop. Why this is what I want to say, because we all need connectivity, especially when we want to connect with the one we love. And we are bringing that to this community. I'm very happy to be part of it. So thank you very much for having us.
Thank you. There is a lot of energy here. Thank you for your time and all the best.
All the best. Thank you. The best to you too.
This week, the U.S. Air Force Reserve's hurricane hunters made a stop in the Virgin Islands. USVI News was at the Cyril King Airport in St. Thomas Wednesday for the 2022 Caribbean Hurricane Awareness Tour. Our Ali Bourne-Vanek was there too and had the opportunity to meet with NOAA hurricane experts, scientists, and crew members, and visit one of the aircraft that help forecasters keep communities safe, the U.S. Air Force Reserve's Hurricane Hunter aircraft. The team also stopped in St. Croix and will visit Puerto Rico on the tour as well. Make sure you stay tuned here to USVI News this week. Ali will bring us the full report on how NOAA and the Air Force Reserves are working to keep the USVI safe, prepared, and warned of hurricanes. Virgin Islands Governor Albert Bryan Jr. has tested positive for COVID-19. According to Government House, the governor has canceled all public appearances and is self-quarantining in accordance with the CDC and VI Department of Health guidelines. After returning to the territory on Tuesday afternoon following a week-long trip to Washington, D.C. and Miami, Governor Bryan tested positive for COVID-19 early Wednesday morning. We're told he is asymptomatic and is in good health and is self-quarantining until April 27th. And although he is fully vaccinated and boosted, Governor Bryan has continued the practice of also taking a COVID-19 test upon his return to the territory since the beginning of the pandemic. Meantime, COVID-19 cases remain steady in the territory. The VI Department of Health says several cases of the BA2 variant have been identified. And according to the latest numbers, there are currently 157 active COVID cases territory-wide, with 80 on St. Croix, 72 on St. Thomas, and 5 now on St. John. We're seeing increases this Wednesday on all 3 islands. There have been celebrations in the sky as federal mask requirements for flyers and other means of transportation were abruptly ended this week. A federal judge setting the rule's demise in motion Monday, vacating the CDC mask mandate, calling it unlawful. But now, many health experts point out that legal decision may not square with science and an upward tick in COVID cases around the country right now.
On Delta Flight 528 Tuesday morning.
You are no longer required on Delta Airlines to wear the mask, so feel free to exercise your freedom this morning.
And flights across the country. Celebration mixed with concern. 2 years after airlines began requiring masks and 14 months after the White House required them, the mask mandate is now out. Struck down by a Trump-appointed federal judge who ruled the CDC had exceeded its authority in requiring masks on public transportation. In train stations, on planes, and in airports, travelers we spoke with seemed evenly split on whether they would keep masking up.
I'd say it was about 50-50. About half had masks on and half didn't. In the airports, it felt like more people did not have masks on, though, and maybe they put them on once they were on the plane.
I think that you're in a confined space, and the variant is still really strong, and I don't want to get sick, so I'm going to be wearing a mask.
The ruling comes just days after the CDC and TSA had extended the mask rule until May 3rd, concerned about a fast-spreading COVID variant. For now, President Biden says masking is now an individual choice.
People continue to wear masks on planes.
That's up to them.
The CDC is still recommending people wear masks while traveling. Former acting director Dr. Richard Besser.
There are people who have disabilities, who have medical conditions that put them at greater risk, who are in situations where they are shoulder to shoulder with fellow passengers.
Importantly, Amtrak has also dropped the mask mandate, so have Uber and Lyft. But bus and subway systems vary from city to city. Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, and Seattle have dropped the mask orders, while New York is keeping its order for now.
We are going to continue to encourage New Yorkers to wear masks on the subway, and we believe that we have the authorization to do so.
But with air traveler numbers approaching pre-pandemic levels, the airlines have been calling for an end to mask regulations. Flight attendant Jared Fielding was on board Alaska Airlines 2126 when he got the news.
Oh man, it was like Christmas. Just huge relief.
For more than a year, flight attendants have been on the receiving end of disruptive, even abusive behavior, with the mask mandate getting much of the blame.
It's been a really hard 2 years and 3 months, and everyone is at stress level 10. And so we got to give each other a break.
But just as soon as travelers took off their masks, we learned that they may have to put them back on. The Department of Justice says it will appeal the ruling that ended mask mandates on planes, trains, and transit systems. The DOJ said they, along with the CDC, disagree with the judge's decision on Monday. Ultimately, the Justice Department says the decision to appeal will be based on whether the CDC believes the mandate is still required for public health. The DOJ is not seeking a stay of the decision. That means passengers can continue to travel maskless while the challenge is being litigated. Legal analysts say they believe the decision to appeal may not necessarily have anything to do with the mandate itself. Rather, the Justice Department may be appealing to preserve the CDC's ability to issue additional mandates if they believe the need ever arises.